Hi, Dave. Um, you have been one of the pioneers responsible for the launching of this proof of concept and prototypes type of articles in our journal, APL Energy. Your industrial background helped us to set up the focus and the objectives of this type of manuscripts that are only possible right now in APL Energy. What are your thoughts about this type of article about when you were invited to help us with this, to set up this kind of articles? What do you think about this?
Well, first of all, thank you, Editor Lira-Cantú, for inviting me to be part of this effort. I think this article type that you've created is very unique. When you first told me about it, I wasn't sure what to think about it because I had never come in contact with an article like that. But as we got into it and you explained it in greater depth with myself and Francesco Matucci, it really clicked, and I came to see great value in it because it does focus the image you have behind you of the bridge between basic and commercial. That's a very, very challenging bridge to cross. And you're focused right on, the center of that, the key factors that are important in crossing that bridge. So I think it's great. It's a great innovation in publishing scientific technology.
What do you think about the type of content, the length, the focus of this type of articles? Because we always think that the industries, I mean, is directed to industry spin-offs, people or researchers with
Right.
patents, and we think that these people are always busy because they are always, they're business oriented. What do you think about the length and the contents and the focus? They are very different from a typical research article that we have in APL Energy.
Yes, very different. And I think you hit on it. It's focused on the commercialization of technology, and therefore it's more has a business focus, an entrepreneurial kind of focus. And it's a focus that has to get right to the point, and it has some hard edge questions it asks. And so it's not a time for a lengthy technical article. It's certainly it should be a technical article. It should not be, just an advertisement. It should be something real that shows a fundamental basis for the concept, demonstrates that the person has, is well aware of the literature and the supporting technical literature that supports this concept. It describes, obviously, any experimental or modeling work that was done to prove the concept, that it's real. And then it gets into, if we could commercialize this, what would the benefits be? Where would this fit? What societal or corporate or, economic need does this satisfy? And in the middle there is the idea as you raise, and and then in the beginning I wasn't sure. You were talking about technology that's already been patented, and I found that very interesting. But that is key. I mean, when in an industrial setting, once you have a new concept and you convince your managers that this concept is real and it could bring real benefits, one of the first things they're going to ask, is it novel? Has someone else already beat us to it?
Yeah.
So can we patent it? And if you can patent it, then okay, now you take the next step. We have a good idea, we can patent it. okay, what's it going to take to make it commercial? Yeah.
Thank you. Excellent. Yes. We focus this for industry, for spin-offs, but I
Mhm.
also see that there is a niche for early career researchers who want to patent their research, but they are afraid they won't have any publication because of the patent, and then they don't want to do the patent or they are hesitating about this. And I think it's a very good initiative this for them to publish something that is under patent without disclosing any confidential information and to have a publication. What do you see? Do you think this is good? Will you encourage them to submit to the
That's a
journal?
that's a very good point. It's touchy, and it's not just early career academics. That's something there were several times when we had work that we definitely wanted to publish, but we couldn't until we first filed the patents. So filing the patents does not prevent you from publishing in a scientific journal afterwards. But of course, if you disclose anything in the publication that you didn't cover in the patent, then you can never patent that because it's public knowledge. But yeah, so that's something that early career professionals, I know when I was just starting out many years ago, um, I that would have never occurred to me. But um, so that is an important aspect that early career people would have to probably get some mentoring from a senior person or a patent attorney, um, just to manage the flow of publication.
Thank you, Dave. My last question is about the type of technologies you would like to see in this type of proof of concept and prototypes papers. It's all related applied energy, but for example, can you give us some examples you from your industry point of view that you would like to see published?
Oh, it's, as you know, the energy landscape now is very complicated, very um, there's so much going on from renewables, and renewables now is from solar and wind to hydrogen to geothermal, hydrothermal. There's energy storage. I think energy storage is a very key factor because of the intermittency of solar and wind. I think that's a key factor, energy storage. I also think we need to be sure that we're clear on what we can do with nuclear. Nuclear of course, has very little, if any, carbon footprint, but obviously there are issues there about safety and security, and cost and time. So I think any innovations that could significantly shorten the time period to implement nuclear would be potentially a breakthrough. Um, and like I say, energy storage I think grid management, um, how you redesign the grid, and now with all of the advances in process control, simple example of the US having 4 time zones. As the sun is setting in the east, the west still has sunlight. Can the grid, is it a smart grid that can reapportion energy depending on where the demand is at any given time in real time, um, and more efficiently with less losses, resistive losses. So I would say, energy grid, energy storage, um, and in particular, are small modular nuclear reactors really going to have a real impact on the energy technology of the future?
Okay, Dave, thank you very much. Very nice to have your thoughts about this proof of concept prototype for APL Energy. Thank you for all the support, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much.